What's going on, everybody? I'm sitting here editing this video now. I'm close to the end of editing, and this video is just super long, but unfortunately there is no way around it. I'm trying to cut out all the unnecessary info that I put in here, but a lot of it is necessary. I'm going over pros and cons of this Flex app, man, for you guys to, just learn about the app, and everything like that. I'm trying to give you guys everything that I know. So the only thing I can say is that if you just want to hear my overall opinion on the app, just go ahead. I'll leave a timestamp in the description for my overall opinion of the app, the overall pro and the overall con. If you want to hear the ins and outs, then stick through the video. If you can't, I understand. It's just a super long video. I will try to edit this down a little bit more for you guys, but I feel like all the information is worth it. So again, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and here's the video. YouTube, what is going on? It's your boy Keep Pushing Kicks, back again with another video, man. And in today's video, I wanted to go ahead. I didn't plan on this being, like a second part to this video, but I feel like there's so much information that everybody really doesn't know about, and if you haven't been either on the phone or out there experiencing everything yourself, you probably just don't know. I rock my sneakers from my boy Kaotic Kiccs. Thank you, bro, for the shirt. I love it, man. Everything is good. It's gonna go perfect with my Royal 13s or my Orlando 10s. Perfect. If you guys are interested in this shirt, I will leave a link to Kaotic's channel and his Instagram in the description below. So y'all go ahead, check him out, and yeah, man, get you a shirt. Check out his channel if you haven't. Yesterday, for my birthday, shout out to everybody that was wishing me happy birthday. I really appreciate it. I was able to go ahead and secure my own personal pair of the reverse breads yesterday from Foot Locker, off the Foot Locker app or the Flex app. Where's that bag? It won't focus for y'all, but I was able to grab 15,515. So personal pair right here, thanks to the Flex app. Now, because I was able to get these, does that mean that the Flex app is actually good? Well, that's what this video is about, man. I want to take a deep dive into this Flex app, and I want to break down pros that I found and cons that I found. And you know what I'm saying? What we can't change is the current state of the game. We just can't change that. So we need to adapt. Only the strong survive. So if you're gonna play this game, you need to play it right. But you also need to know how the game is gonna be played. So we're gonna break down the pros and cons to the Flex app. Now, all of these pros and cons, they are from either one, my personal experience, or two, from facts that you can actually find on the Flex app itself. If you just go through all the menu system and everything like that, scroll through, you can find different things here and there, and those are the facts. And these are my truths. No reason to lie to y'all. This is just what I got. I've been on the phone with Foot Locker, customer support, customer care, whatever they call themselves. I've been on the phone with them plenty of times during this whole process. So I will tell you guys how it affected me and what has happened with me. First pro. First pro to the new Flex app is that there's better support. There's better support all the way around, because what used to be the old customer care with the Foot Locker, Foot Action, and Champs, their customer care support sucked because they couldn't tell you anything. They could just look up your information and give you little things here and there about your account, but they could not help you at all technically wise. It used to be that their tech support was just totally disconnected, and according to them, you couldn't even talk to them. You can't talk to tech support. You can only talk to customer care, and you can only get as high as customer care supervisor. You can't even go to tier 1 tech support, which I think is a major flaw working in the IT field. You got to be able to have your customer connect with your tech support, because normal people just can't explain the problem correctly, it gets lost in translation. It's like that game Chinese telephone. You tell somebody one thing over here, and then after it gets passed through a whole bunch of tickets and a whole bunch of notes from other people, once it gets to the tech team, that might not even be the problem. It was a big flaw in that by disconnecting the customer from technical support. Big flaw. And from what I know personally, they have improved what customer care can do for you tech-wise. If you haven't seen my video, and I know not a lot of people have, I put this video up maybe a couple months ago when I first opened up the channel. I just wanted to bring awareness to what was going on. My accounts were hacked. I will leave a link in the corner somewhere. I believe it's over there. So basically, it's a long story, but long story shortened up, my accounts were hacked. Somebody else had access to my Foot Locker, Foot Action, and Champs accounts, and they were reserving shoes in different states, nowhere near me and everything like that. And when I got on the phone with them recently, I was able to talk to a customer care specialist because I was still fighting it. I just wanted to create a whole new account with a whole new email and transfer those points from that account that was built up over the year and put it on my new account. It took forever to do that, but in one simple phone call with customer care with this guy, believe his name was Connor. Connor helped me in 15 minutes. What took 6 months of me complaining and calling and placing numerous amount of tickets, Connor was able to talk to his supervisor and transfer all of my points over to my new account and deactivate my old account just like that. Simple, easy. While I was on the phone with him, he was like, yeah, just go ahead, check your new account. Your points should be there. And lo and behold, that's what happened. So great pro right there, that we definitely have better support. The first con that I found with the Flex app is point management. We have to manage our points. We have to make sure that we know exactly how many points we have, and we have to look into what releases are coming up in the future, and we have to point manage, man. We have to do math, and we're like, okay, all right, the reverse bread's coming. I really want those, so let me go ahead and put, 10,000 points over there. At that airship pack, that's kind of nice too. Let me, I guess I'll put 8,000 points over there. But the UNC, the Chicago Jordan 1s, I think what I got left, like maybe 4,000 points. I'm gonna put that in there and try my luck. With this whole point management system, it's a headache. It's a whole nother step that we have to take into account in our head, on top of which shoe are we gonna go after. It's not which shoe are we gonna go after, it's which shoe can I afford to go after? Which shoe do I even have a chance with? So that's my first con. Second pro, and this is a pro and a con technically. It just says basically more money, more shoes. More money, more shoes. This is a pro to all you ballers out there, man. All you resellers that got that bank, and y'all, hey, that's this money for the shoes, and that's what this money gonna be spent on, the shoes. If you got the money and you can afford to put $100 on your account every week, so you can get that 10,000 points to go towards, your head starts and everything like that, chances are you gonna hit on a lot of shoes. But it's also a con because, especially me, I'm a reseller. I'm not that reseller. I don't have it like that. So I can't afford to, go ahead and put $100 a week into these shoes. I am personally just gonna be relying on the fact that, okay, hopefully I hit, and then the money that I was gonna spend on the shoes anyway, they just translate into points. And that's just the way it's gonna go. So that's a pro and a con. Second con that I have right here is that points aren't transferring. I know a lot of people, they've been hitting up the comment section down below. And a lot of people been hitting my DM on Instagram, and they're saying like, bro, Foot Locker or Foot Action or Champs, they just haven't transferred my points over from my previous account. And from my conversation with Connor, those points not coming. According to Connor with help customer support, if you had a previous account and you transferred it over to the Flex app, you received 3,000 points. That's it. They don't got nothing else for you. So it doesn't matter if you had, just the base $300 in your account to make yourself a platinum member with whoever, or if you had 10 grand in your account, man. Either way, man, all of those points, they just not coming. I don't think they're gonna get transferred. Now you guys can call customer support and figure out, you know, okay, what's going on. You know, I done spent a lot of money with y'all. Y'all gonna give me something, and then maybe you guys can work something out over the phone. But from what I heard, from what I've been told from my customer care representative, those points not coming. The next pro of the Flex app is that it's the whole redeem system. The redeem system is a pro. Now, let's say that you're not heavy into shoes. You like a shoe every once in a while, you know, or you actually like the clothes. You know what I'm saying? You go there and you pick up your Nike shirt and you got some shorts, you know what I'm saying, whatever. You don't even really rock the latest J's. You just be behind Air Maxes or, you know, a pair of slides or whatever. As you're gonna keep on spending up that money, that money is gonna turn into points. And you can use those points to go ahead and get you some free clothes, you know? I seen on there that you can redeem your points for Funko Pops. You can use points to enter into sweepstakes to win, you know, bigger prizes and everything like that. And then eventually down the line, you'll be able to use a whole lot of points. And I mean a whole lot of points. I don't have a total for you yet, but you know, if it's 10,000 points for a full head start, you know, to get that trip, you're gonna spend a lot of points. But it is available, man. And so if you got the points and you don't, you know, really spend it on shoes like that, you don't want the head starts, all these points that you're redeeming, you can actually redeem for prizes and they'll send it straight to your doorstep. We never had that before. It's an incentive. It's an incentive. A major con that I have found out, and I have a screenshot to prove it. I will include it in this video, probably over here. A lot of people have told me, because in my last video, I said you're gonna end up buying a lot of stuff that you don't want just so that you can receive points. And then the strategy that a lot of people were commenting back on my video was that, you know, all you gotta do is just return it and then you're good. That's not the case, not from this screenshot that I got. This screenshot shows that this guy has negative points. I think that they thought of this, guys. I'm pretty sure they thought of this, man. It doesn't seem like you're able to just go ahead and buy something that gives you your 10,000 points and use it towards your head starts, and then if you don't hit, you like, well, here go y'all stuff back. I didn't want it anyway. They will put your account in negative points. So I think the screenshot I gave, I'm not sure of the number, but let's say it's negative 6,000. 6,000 points equals $60 spent. If you return that $60 spent, they will take those points back. And if you have 0 points, you are negative 6,000 points. So that means that in order for you to get out the hole, you need to spend $60 again. $60 will get you back to 0, and then you got to spend whatever you're gonna spend to get the points towards your head starts, if that's your strategy. So yeah, no, that solution that y'all kept telling me about and everything like that, it doesn't look like that's gonna work. Next pro is that this app will start to give us exclusive access to events. What events? I don't know. Part of tier X3, you get exclusive access to invitations to events. Now these events could be, you know, maybe, you know, some cool events with some NBA stars, to celebrities with shoes. You could be going to, I don't know, maybe you could go to a Paul George release party when he comes out with his new shoes. You know, or you could just, you know, just have a nice night out with some artists, you know, some local artists of your area that's doing something cool with shoes and everything like that. It's just a cool event, man. And I think that being a part of X3, you're probably just gonna be able to just get the invitation, and then all you probably gotta do is fill out, you know, your email address, give some basic info about yourself, and you'll get a ticket to that event. So, you know, being a part of X3, that's the perk for it. But now that we're talking about that X3 tier, here's my next con. These tiers don't mean nothing. The only perk about being part of X3 is getting the invitation to these events. So unless, like for me, a sneakerhead, unless that event has early access to some shoes, I'm probably not going unless I really like the artist or celebrity or whatever personality is gonna be there. I'm probably not going to that. And you know, so then there's no point in me being a part of this tier. Just keep me at X2. I don't need nothing else. The tier process, I don't know what it is to jump from tier to tier, but if you're X2, you're getting everything that you need right now, because at this point, at the time of recording this video, February 9th, 2020, there are no events right now. So, you know, later on down the line, if you catch this video and there's a bunch of stuff, it's not right now. So don't hold me to that. All right, the next point is another pro and con. It is these head start values. Now, what I have seen, and you could probably check it right now if it's still the same, head start values are adjusted per release. Now, the head start value for these Air Jordan 1 reverse breads, those were 1,000 points a tick for head start. Now, if you look at your UNC to Chicago's, if they're releasing in your area, those are only 500 points a tick. A pro and a con, really. It's showing, I come up with the analogy like this, right? They got the shoe and they dangling it on this string, okay? Now, that UNC to Chicago, it's a nice shoe. I like it. I'm trying to get me a size 14.5 so it can go on the foot, but you know, it's not as limited as these reverse breads were. Now, they got the shoe on the string and they like, okay, all right, well, how bad you want it? It's only 500 points. It's only 500 points a head start. So you can go ahead and, you know, okay, cash out. For half the price, bet, cash out on that. But now that when they got the limited shoe on the string, they up that price and they bring that thing a little higher and they, okay, jump for it now. Yeah, they gonna fluctuate these point amounts, you know, and we don't even know if 1,000 points is the max, you know. Like, I don't see them going any higher, especially because these things were limited to 23K. I don't see them going higher for 1,000 points, higher than 1,000 points. These UNC to Chicago women Jordan 1s, they're only 500 points right now. And I think that you can only purchase up to 4 additional head starts. So I really need to take a deeper dive into figuring out, okay, what's the pattern that they're going for? Because with these, you could have up to 11 head starts. And with the women's ones, it seems like you can only have up to 5. Again, that's gonna piss a lot of people off. It's like, man, your last release was just 500. Why are you hiking the price up? That's what it is. Last pro that I have down here for the Flex app is same day results. The same day results they're pretty cool in my opinion. What it used to be on the old apps was that you would put in for your your size, and you would select your stores, and you would have all the way up until Thursday at 5 o'clock Central Time. I know that was the case here. You would have up to 5 o'clock Thursday to, if the shoe released on a Saturday, you would have up to 5 o'clock on Thursday to change all your stores, your sizes, everything like that. And then it would shut down, it would close all ability to make changes. And then Friday at 5 o'clock, you would receive whether you hit or you didn't. With this app, you get same day results. You have until a certain amount of time, and the app clearly states what time that is. And then you're able to just go ahead and make all of your adjustments to that shoe, what size you want, what stores you want, everything like that. And then an hour later, you find out if you hit. So same day results, it's pretty cool. The last con that I have is that I've noticed that the cutoff time to pick up your shoes has moved an hour up. Yesterday, everybody had until 2 o'clock to pick up their shoes. Usually from Foot Locker, Foot Action, and Champs, you had until 3. The fact that that moved an hour up, that just makes it, just a little bit more difficult to get there. Like, I live, with traffic and everything like that, I'm probably like an hour away from the city. So if I have to go to State Street to pick up a pair, I'm gonna be rushing. That extra hour, that would have helped a lot. And don't get me started about the during the week releases. Like if there's a release that happens on a Thursday, you know, it used to be that because of people working in their work schedule, they would give you until 6 o'clock to come pick up your shoe. With that hour moved up, now it's 5 o'clock. If you work a 9 to 5, you missed your spot. And I don't know if I agree with that, man. I think they should really go back and go back to the drawing board on that one, because getting these shoes, even if you hit, unless you get the okay from your boss to leave a little bit early, you're gonna miss out on your shoe regardless, because you should have been here at 5 and you clocking out at 5. So in closing for the app, man, the overall pro of the app, okay, the overall pro on the app is that everybody really does have a fair chance. Everybody has a fair chance at hitting a shoe. It just depends on how much you are willing to invest into the app. Like I said, if you got that big bankroll and everything like that, you spend that money like it's nothing, man. It ain't tricking if you got it. Go ahead, you drop it on there. Most likely you're gonna get the shoe because you got the max head starts. It's no longer this tier system where everybody that's got the $10,000 account, they usually hit, and the people that got the $300 account usually never hit. I think that the way that the app is working right now, everybody across the board is on an even playing field when it comes to these shoes. I think it's gonna come down to head starts. And with these shoes, I invested 10,000 points into these shoes to get max head starts. But I have a guy that invested six head starts, so 6,000, I believe he said 6. So you don't need to invest, or at least for this release, you didn't need to invest 10,000 points to get these shoes. But I didn't want to take any chances, and I had the points, so I went ahead and invested that. But everybody does have a fair chance at getting these shoes now. Now the overall con for this app is just the overwhelming presence of greed and gambling. The whole aspect of, well, how bad do you want it? Put $100 in the machine and, that'll better your chances. I don't like that at all, man. It's just really not good. It's not good to the average consumer. Everybody said that, this app was gonna hurt the resellers and everything like that. And I mean, when you think about it, right? Think about it this way. Everybody has an even chance at getting these shoes, but you have an even greater chance if you spend $100 to go after the shoe with a full head start bar. Now think about it. $100 to have a greater chance. And then these shoes right here were $200. $220 plus, plus that tax, that Chicago tax. $220 for these. And then technically I invested $100 worth of points in these. So yeah, my receipt says $220 and some change, but in actuality, I spent $320 on these shoes. Now everybody complaining about resellers and everything like that, but with this app, you paying resale prices, bro. This shoe is not worth $300 something. This shoe's going for like $700, like right now, my size. But hey, everybody wanted to complain about resale prices and everybody being greedy and everything like that. If you invested money into a shoe for a possible chance at getting the shoe, you got to look at it technically. You paid $100 pre-order fee. If you hit on that shoe because of your head starts, you paid $100 in pre-order fees, and then you paid for the shoe. What if something happens like where I don't know, God forbid it's an emergency. I don't want to wish that on anybody. But what if you know what I'm saying, go ahead and invest those points and you can't get to your shoe because you just can't get to the store for whatever reason. Maybe just something. There's a lot of things, a ton of things more important than shoes. So for whatever reason you can't get to the store, but you hit on the shoe. The last app, the last way it worked, if you couldn't get to the shoe, whatever, I'll leave it. Just can't get to it. Now people have like you better get to that shoe, or you just wasted points and you wasted money. You know, you just wasted a whole bunch of stuff. And the fact that all of that comes into play now is just, that's not sitting right with me, and it never will. So again, guys, I'm sorry for this super long video. I'm gonna try and edit this down as short as I can, so I can get the retention rate up, because ain't nobody gonna sit here for 30 minutes trying to learn about this app. But I wanted to shed light on everything that this app has to offer, man. The app it's the whole greed thing and everything like that. I gotta give the app a thumbs down because of that, because of situations. You gotta think morally about stuff like this. But I mean, is it fair across the board? Yeah, it's fair across the board. If you want the shoe, you can go get the shoe. You can invest the money, you know, you make your own financial decisions and everything like that. And then, you know, you got the best possible chance of getting the shoe. But if you're not willing to spend extra money on shoes, or you're not willing to, you know, I don't go through the hassle of all of this stuff, then, hey man, you probably gonna switch over to DTLR or Hibbett Sports, Jimmy Jazz, something like that, man. So thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully that you learned something. Again, let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel. It's your boy Keep Pushing Kicks. I'm gonna keep pushing out this content for y'all, because that's what my name is. And no matter what you're going through, man, y'all keep pushing. Peace.